the throne. By your life televised, we're breaking every bone. Adrenaline surges, brace on the fall. Hitting it with HardWire. Hear the engine scream. Living fast and reckless, this is our metal dream. Riding hard, never slowing. In the spotlight we shine. A biker's brutal journey. This life is ours divine. With HardWire, the crowd screams our name, chasing down the shadows, we're addicted to the fame. Chains rattling loud, the brotherhood's alive. Every episode turns up, we're here to survive. From dusk till dawn, we're the kingdom this brew. Hitting it with HardWire. Hear the engine scream. Living fast and reckless, this is our metal dream. Riding hard, never slowing. In the spotlight we shine. A biker's brutal journey. This life is ours divine. On the edge of chaos, we embrace the field. Hitting it with HardWire. We'll always be here.
Hey, welcome to Hittin' It with HardWire. With me, HardWire. Oh, how's everybody doing? You might have to bear with me as we have just put all this new stuff in. And not sure how everything's going to go. Everything that has been kind of switched around. I'm where my old lady used to sit. And to the left of me is now the guest spot, since I hardly ever have guests other than my wife. That's her spot right next to the fridge. It'll be the person that gets to pass me beers or whatever else I'm having. I hope everybody had a good Christmas. I apologize about the Christmas special. It didn't happen because we have occupiers of the studio. But that's all right. My son come home for Christmas, and you guys know how I always tell you guys that I miss having him around, and they're here for Christmas to visit. It's been a good Christmas that way. I still don't have all my stuff like set up. I got my stream deck down here. I'll have to take some pictures next week. It's a bit much. It really is. I've got 3 monitors, one on each side, and this one in the middle now. And honestly, my microphone's not quite long enough. I have to sit. I feel like I'm sitting right up on the monitor, and my microphone won't reach. So I was just thinking before the show, I'm like, how can I fix that? And I go, oh, you know what I could do? Since I never have put a ceiling in here like I wanted to, now I can, I have a bunch of 2x4s out in the garage. I think we'll build a little rack down from the ceiling where I could put my mics and hang my mics out and come from like above on the side, but I'll have all adjustment of where I can hang my mics down from. I think that'd be pretty cool. As long as it's safe and sturdy and isn't going to wackadoo me. But I have to say, though, I think the camera looks a little bit better when you're sitting close. I got a little bit of some weird shadows going on because my lights are not tall enough. But if I had a cool rack, yeah, that would solve it. And then it would also give me a place to hang. I can put the lights up there, up high, where they should be. And then I could also put my microphones up there. That's a good idea. I'm glad I just thought of it. I'm tickled. Anyway, we got who do we got in there? SNS. If you're still in there, I seen you guys was in there earlier. Eat my left nut, which I think I heard Mike say is Charles Darwin. He changed your name, if I'm correct. And Carney, what's up, Carney, my man? No, it's work tomorrow. Back to work tomorrow. So I know it'd be. We got every year. Let's start gray. Every year, about the first week of the new year is when we all do inventory. So it'll be a fairly relaxed, fairly easy week. I will be off on New Year's. I'm thinking about maybe getting together with everybody for New Year's Eve, maybe, but I don't want to commit to that. I don't know. Everything's kind of up in the air at the moment. What's up, so loud? I'm Gary. How's it going? Oh, I could put you guys up here on the screen. Eventually, we're going to be switching over to an OBS setup. I used OBS originally on my laptop, which was not powerful enough to handle it, and it was having issues with it. Now that we have this super computer set up all the way as we go, we're eventually going to switch over to OBS, which it's not super complicated. It's not too terrible. Because once I do that, I won't need StreamYard. And if you use StreamYard, a browser-based show or browser-based YouTube streaming app like this, it does everything for you, but it dictates like a lot of your stuff for you, and your computer doesn't. It takes the load off. So if you don't have a super powerful computer or anything, you can use like StreamYard, and it does pretty much handles everything for you. Since I have this like souped up computer now, I could switch over to OBS, and I won't be leaving a lot of the video quality and stuff on the table. Carney, I believe I might. I have to figure that out for sure. Depends. I kind of would like to. I'll have to talk to the old lady in the next couple of days and see how that goes. Maybe we can get everybody down here and have a whole family New Year's party down here. I don't know. We'll see. I will let you know in advance. The Christmas thing, I notice I usually, if I'm not 100% sure, I use some phrases like might do that. I'm going to try to until I actually say, yes, it's definitely going to be happening. That I am not sure. Because I know there's some things that might, some things that might catch up and might not be able to do it. But I will definitely post it in advance so you'll know in advance if it's going to happen. This was a Christmas present. It's a hoodie from my wife's mom. She bought me a hoodie last year, and my wife basically took it. I said, "Oh boy, more clothes for you to steal." She always like snitches all my clothes. So, how was your Christmas, everybody? Did you have a good Christmas? I don't like having to lean down to this thing. Ow. Ah. Come on. Maybe I should invest. I invest all this money in my computer. I ought to invest in some good microphone mounts instead of cheap El Cheapos. Did everybody have a good Christmas? I got it was fun. It was nice mostly because all the family were together and Christmas dinner turned out nice. It turned out good. The turkey was nice and juicy, even though I didn't get that much. I bought 2 breastises, and I should have bought like maybe 4 of them because the way everybody was eating. Oh, well, as long as you're happy with it. Went to church today. It was nice. Old lady went. She's been bad and been skipping church. Uh, oh, I see from my picture looking at myself. I've been saying at least I'm not all gray, and we're progressing that way quickly, aren't we? Oh no. Other than this shadow across me, the image seems to look pretty decent. What's up, Glare? That is my speaker, one of my speakers, and I have a speaker mount, and one of my speakers in the way of the light. I've always got a project. I think I might just build that rack instead of trying to finagle these things around. Don't know when I do decide to put a ceiling in here, I'll have to work around that SOB too. It'll be something else. Steak for Christmas. Right on. Maybe that's a new tradition I should do instead of having. We've always had basically the same meal twice. We have the same thing we had for uh, Thanksgiving again on Christmas. I should start a new tradition. Everybody gets a ribeye for Christmas instead of doing it both days. That's not a bad idea because I do like me a good steak. Gives me excuse to buy good ones. Although the last couple ribeyes I bought have not been all that fantastic. To go out to the local butcher instead of ordering them from Walmart. Walmart's meats are terrible. Anybody else have that experience with their Walmart? That's something I can ask you that for sure everybody knows because everybody fucking knows where there's a Walmart. They're everywhere. You smoked a turkey breast? I had smoked turkey breast. That was like you buy it and it says smoked turkey breast. I don't have a bit nice smoker, although we probably should have one. I got one that's like a grill that you have to use outside. I should get something that you could use inside. Yeah, there's a local butcher right down the road, Beitzel's. Uh, I think it's just Beitzel's Meats. It's a family that's well known in the area for being a farming family. So I'd like to try to support them as much as I can, but I'm a I'm skimping to get by sometimes too, so I got to buy cheap meat sometime. Excuse me. The weather here has been really good though. It's been warm, pretty unseasonably warm the last few days. Definitely did not have a white Christmas. It was sunny and almost 50 degrees out. The next couple days were warm, but like a overcast, gray, and gloomy, and a mist instead of like an actual. It doesn't quite rain. It's like a misty, gloomy, foggy. Try to put you in a bad mood kind of weather. What's up, SNES? How was your Christmas? Did you have a good Christmas? I hope everybody had a fantastic Christmas. The older you get, the the less it, unless you got a bunch of grandkids, then it might kind of hold on to that charm. But I always was more of a don't forget the real meaning of Christmas. And I used to argue and fight with people at where I used to work with, uh, and they would go on and on like bashing. There were the ones that like to be church bashers and then still celebrate Easter and Christmas. And I used to argue with them like, you should not celebrate Christmas if you don't believe in the real meaning of Christmas and what it's about. And they used to argue with me, well, you fucking Christians used to steal all the holidays. Well, so what? They're ours now. Oh, my son's in here. What's up, son? You figured out how to use the tube to watch the Hitting It with HardWire show. We're all a nice family in here in the chat. We get along, and it's like a little family, and we chit chat on Carney's show and on see Mike's show, and we always have a good time. But hardly anybody I know shows up to actually like talk to like in person that I've told about the show ever shows up. I think two of my old club brothers showed up, popped in. I was literally only in here for like long enough to say hi and then never came back again. That's support. What's up, Agrilopolis? That's a bit of a mouthful to say. Now we could finally start taking down the Christmas tree lights. So I don't have to look at them no more. I tried really hard to be Christmassy this year. I'm usually not a Christmassy person. I'm more of the Scrooge type. I mean, you look at me like, who'd have thought I look like Santa Claus? How can Santa Claus be Scrooge? But I tried hard to be Christmassy and Christmas happy and ho 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 and all that. Oh, cool. I have a 3D printer here that I told my son when he leaves that he could take with him because I never used the damn thing. I got a laser etcher and a little mill thing that's been sitting here for almost 5 years or something like that, and I still have not messed around with it to figure it out. Thought it would be cool to keep the 3D printer and mess with it, but I've got too many things that I need to mess with, and I need to narrow it down. So my son wanted it, and I told him he could take it. Billy Bob Thornton, other than in his new show, The Landman or whatever, I have never been much of a fan of his, but I do like that show. I've been watching the new Stranger Things just like everybody else, and it's been good. I haven't really seen any movies that have been all that great lately. Although I've watched since I've been off work so much last week with Christmas and stuff. I think I've got caught up on everything. I think I've watched pretty much everything. I don't think there's anything left that I haven't seen. I watch. I'm a movieaholic. I like to watch a lot of TV. I'm a couch potato. I can't help it. I don't read books. Some people read books. I used to collect movies until my last wife. I started when Blu-rays first started, all the way through the whole progression of when Blu-ray started losing popularity and went to, I mean, DVD lost popularity, went to Blu-ray. I had a whole DVD collection. And then when Blu-ray started, I switched to Blu-ray, and then I had a ginormous Blu-ray collection. And I would collect them every. It was Tuesdays that the new disc come out. I'd always look, see which ones I thought would be really cool, and go out every Tuesday and buy it. And then and it resulted in a ginormous collection until my ex-wife decided she wanted to throw me in jail. And while I was in jail, pretty much sell everything I had. And it didn't take her very long. Not even close to what they were worth either, damn it. At least don't embarrass me by selling all my shit for dirt cheap. But now I have a small box, a bunch of leftover Blu-rays that I offered a bunch to people and said, if you still have a Blu-ray player and you still watch Blu-rays, here's pick through what's left, and if you want them, you can have them. Same thing with DVDs. Pretty much gave them all away. Now I don't even have a legit TV subscription anymore. I don't. I have a streaming device and a VPN. I shouldn't say I don't have any, because I still have Amazon, and Amazon has the Prime service, which is pretty decent. It's okay. But I got tired of having Netflix, and then on top of that, turning around and subscribing to Amazon, and then they start taking all the movies I liked off and moving them to other places. And then when they start trying to put commercials in the online shit, I was like, I'm out. That was the only good thing, the biggest selling point. But I knew it would come back eventually. The biggest selling point was, if you subscribe, you don't ever have to see commercials, blah, blah, blah. And I thought to myself, well, that's how a lot of these TV companies make all their money. So people don't want to pay huge amounts for subscriptions. So eventually that was what was going to happen. They'd find a way to put commercials back in it, and they did. But if you have a streaming device now, you could pretty much, most things you could still just pick them and watch them without commercials. Hopefully I don't ever get snagged for that. I used to burn a lot of DVDs too, but I don't have any anymore, so I could say that. At one time, all the ones when I had a big collection, all the ones I knew I was going to like, and I pretty much knew was good, I would go buy those. Then I would go to the library and get all the lesser known movies that weren't all that great, and I would copy those. And then all the ones, and then if it turned out to be really good, I would go buy it. But I had a huge collection of burnt discs too. I got into doing that a little bit with Blu-rays. Back when it was DVDs, I used to have all kinds of burnt DVDs, and then I started with Blu-rays a little bit. Blu-ray wasn't a technology that really stuck around that long, because internet streaming kind of took it over, which I gotta admit, I was wrong. When Netflix was first come out, I said, no, that'll never catch on. People still like their discs. That internet streaming, that'll never catch on. And I was wrong about that. It did, and I was incorrect. There's a lot of things over the years. I never thought iPads would be a thing, and they turned out to be a thing. I was wrong about that too. If you look out back through your whole life, I'll bet you every one of us has something that we could point out that we commented on about something about the future that we was just absolutely wrong on. Yeah. Yeah, DVD burners were the shit. I used to like, I would just, what was it? Any DVD, it was called, a program called Any DVD. It would take the copy protection off of it, and you could copy it on a disc. You could take just a movie and put it on there. So when you put it in your disc player, it would just automatically play to the end and go off. You didn't have to, you could take all the garbage menus and stuff, but no, hardly anybody. I never used to watch any of the extra stuff that came on them DVDs. Every once in a blue moon, if they had like cut scenes or something like that, I would watch those if it was a good movie. What's up, Soundproof? Did y'all have a good Christmas? Soundproof. What's up, Shannon? Thanks for dropping in the show. Oh, I do. I remember whenever Netflix was DVD rentals too. I actually did that for a little bit, and what was it, GameFly, where you could rent a game, borrow one or two games a month for a subscription fee, and then put them back in the mail, and they'd pick another game, and they would send you another game. I did that for a while. If any of you get a chance, stop over on. There's a YouTube show I started watching called Gen X Thinks, where he talks a lot about nostalgic stuff from a lot of our day, and it's a good show. He was on literally right before I was, and I haven't quite caught on to his. I know he's. I noticed every Sunday he's got one at 4 o'clock. I haven't quite picked up the pattern in the rest of his shows yet, but most of them I like to watch. It's a lot like this show. They get in there, and he gets in there and talks about his opinions on stuff, kind of like I do. Yeah, it's a good show, guys. If you stop in and check out his show and give him a like too, we'll drag some of them over to the dark side. He can have the lighter side. Hey, the dark side has cookies. Right now, they're half off Christmas sugar cookies. Come over to the dark side. We got a whole bunch of extra sugar Christmas cookies because nobody was jolly this year. And Santa didn't Santa went on a diet, so we got lots of extra sugar cookies. Especially the damn green trees for some reason. Nobody wanted the green trees. Everybody was eating the snowmen and the little candy cane looking ones. Nobody wanted the damn trees this year. We got lots of trees. Everybody on the dark side likes cookies. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Glare. It's been a successful test. The system seems to work good. I noticed even my lips are not lagging like they was before on my other computer. Like I said, we got a new. I still haven't mentioned to the wife how much I paid for the computer programs I bought, but I did mention that I bought them. I don't want to be in trouble, so I won't. I will avoid telling her. We got a new NVMe drive with DRAM for that, and then we got the new graphics card, which works good, and then we got the we had to buy it. We bought a new CPU cooler, which works good. We got the new RAM in, got a new monitor. We got. I'm telling you, I'm gonna take a picture of it and show you. I got it. Looks cool on your desk, down pat. Yeah. Now, if I make any use out of any of this shit, it'll be a fucking miracle. I just got the Stream Deck over here, and it looks cool, but it ain't doing anything yet. I got the new software. I haven't really. I'm gonna. I had the whole new intro like edited it up and ready to put the music and the titles on it, and then I decided I'm gonna use the new software because it wouldn't let me switch it between the two, and it'll give me a chance to redo it, so I like it even more. I wasn't 100% sold on it, so I'm gonna redo it. There was there was a couple of spots in there, and I really liked, which I can just redo them in the places that they were, and then there's a bunch of spots I wasn't really that crazy about, and I found a new program that does a lot of the AI that you can put a video into it and tell it what you want to change. Like if you edit a video together and you say, I'm not too crazy about certain scenes, it'll go through and just swap out them scenes for you and it'll generate some cool stuff. So we're going to see how that works or if it works. Or maybe I was having trouble finding enough footage that I liked to put in there. And I don't have enough time to sit around and play with AI to get enough cool pictures. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we're going to do about that. And I do want to build that cool rack up in here. It'll be easy to do, and I already have the two by fours and the screws and everything I would need to do it. It would basically just be like building a wall with them, the 2x4s. No fireball today. We got to go back to work tomorrow. Got to show up ready to work or ready to count stuff on the last week here. I got it scheduled this year for this whole last week and getting, we usually get it done in a couple of days and then just go back to work, but it's scheduled to be for all week. Wednesday's New Year's, isn't it? I was looking. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I got this really bad habit of, especially like I picked up my phone earlier to look to see what day New Year's was this week, and I picked up my phone and I started looking through the stuff it advertised to me in the news articles, and I started swiping them off there, and I completely forgot what the fuck I picked my phone up for. Hi, son. I see you. He's peeking around the corner. Yep. I had a pretty good Christmas. Oh yeah, I could click on here and see what day it is. Oh, click on the date and it's not bringing up my calendar. Wednesday. Yeah, I thought it was Wednesday. Thanks, SNS. Oh, I don't know. I get distracted really easy anymore, man. I get off on these tangents. This similar to like the way I talk on the show, like being in the middle of a sentence and I'll forget what I was talking about, and then I'll skew to somewhere else. It's like that when I'll go to pick up my phone to see what's going on with this or that, and then I'll start like, oh, hey, Rural King Guns has got some new guns on sale. Oh boy, I gotta check that out. And then before I know it, I forget what I was doing. I'm always forgetting. I'll go to the kitchen and think, oh yeah, I need to run out to my truck and get something. So I'll go out there and I'll be like, sit back down and I'll be like, Oh man, I needed something. I'm like, I just thought I just grabbed it. I'm like, oh no, I got distracted, went out to my truck instead and got something else. It's nonstop for me. It's a constant battle with my brains. I need some Ritalin. I need this. What I need, a new addiction. Don't we all need one? Speaking of addiction, I need my vape. Yeah, we got New Year. I have to remember next year, if we're all here for Christmas, we will not do Christmas karaoke on New Year's Eve because this year the old lady got drunk, felt like shit all Christmas Day, and didn't want to eat Christmas dinner. So if we do it again next year, we're gonna have to move it like a day earlier because she was sicker than a dog all day New Year's. She didn't start like drinking and singing with us. She started late and then thought, "Oh boy, I gotta catch up," and that never works out well. Never, ever, ever does that work out well when you start chugging to try to catch up. That always goes poorly, and it went poorly for the wife, and she did have fun for a little while. The daughter had fun. I felt bad. My daughter wanted to uh, have her boyfriend come down and hang out and participate, but the dog did. He doesn't like the dog, and she goes, "Well, can you do something with him?" I'm like what? I don't know what to say. I'm in this weird spot. You know, you love the dog. If he won't want to be around the dog, there's not much I can do, especially if it's for a short period of time, like a half an hour. You could put him in one of the bedrooms, but if it's any longer than that, I can't. You cannot lock a dog in a bedroom for 3 or 4 hours. You just can't. He was singing that. He sang "Through the Fire and Flames," and that reminded me of a special thanks to Guitar Hero and a lot of like Rocksmith, Guitar Hero, what was it, Band Hero, for bringing back and bringing to kids in the mainstream a lot more of the good old rock and metal songs. That was pretty. I always thought that was awesome when I heard my kids playing like awesome songs that I liked years ago. Plus, if you've never played Rocksmith, I would recommend it. It will actually you actually play Rocksmith on a real guitar, and you plug a real electric guitar. You plug it in there, and it uses the pickups and reads the notes you're playing, and it'll walk you through all kinds of cool songs. The only bad part is you don't really, unless you go through all the tutorials and like take it like you're trying to learn to play. You just play the songs. You you can't play them without the damn thing. It's the bad thing, but it's still cool. It's way cooler than like a controller and 4 buttons to play guitar. I never really understood that, but I mean, it wasn't about playing guitar. It was just about having fun, pretending to be. I get that. I sort of get that. Oh, and well, Blair left. Blair and Mike and Beezer all get in and play Call of Duty 7, and I bought Call of Duty 7 for myself for Christmas. and I'm going to try online gaming for the first time. I'm stuck in like always playing single player campaigns. I never caught on to the whole playing online thing. But I'm gonna try to change that. I'm gonna try to get online with Glare and Mike and Beezer and I don't know who all they have in their Call of Duty 7 lineup. Oh, everybody's starting to bail on me. What the hell? How you doing, Mountain Woman? I bought Battlefield 6 too, and I've been playing that a little bit. I haven't played my PlayStation in over a year, and then I picked it up again, and I'm kind of pissed at myself because I spent all that damn money on PlayStation Plus. But I do get in there once in a while and take the free games that they give away. But then the dumb thing is it's not really free because you still have to be subscribed to PlayStation Plus or you can't play the damn things. It's stupid. My old lady got some little salt and pepper shakers that look like campers to put in the camper because there's nothing that says nostalgia like little houses to put in your house or little campers to put in your camper. Silly, silly, silly. People spend a ton of money decorating up their camper to make them all cute. I just want to be able to camp in it. They, they say men are the complicated ones, right? Like bullshit. Like I bought a camper. I just want to camp in it. And it's always the women that want to make it all pretty and put campy crap in it. I put in functional items. I put in a little portable fire pit because there are some places that won't let you burn unless you have a fire pit. Plus, they're handy, like easy to take. Like if you're going fishing, you want to build a little fire while you're fishing. Hopefully, this year I'll get to do some fishing. That'll be nice. The last couple of years we went down to Mike's. I think we wanted to fish, but I think every year we went, we forgot to take fishing poles. I'm sure Mike had some, but I don't know. I'm weird. I don't like borrowing other people's stuff. Does anybody else like that? I don't know. I don't. People will be like, "Well, you just borrow one of ours." I'm like, I don't like borrowing people's stuff. If I don't have it, I don't need it. I'm just weird that way, I guess. If I didn't buy it, I didn't want it. Well, we're going on the time limit, 45 minutes. We'll see about, let's see, next time. I won't feel like got to rush through everything. We're going to switch through over to OBS pretty soon. We'll see how that goes. You have to kind of go on that experience with me because I'm going to be learning it and there might be some problems and technical problems and whatnot. But I've got my computer issues all ironed out. No more computer. We're not going to be dealing with computer issues from now on. It'll be operator error. Well, I have to get online and have my son teach me OBS or something. I don't know if there's an app where he could teach me from where he is. I could have him. I could have him use one of them. What are they called? Remote desktop things where he could remote in from his computer and control the show. And he could like be my producer. But that's the weird thing is whenever you do that though, it's like I noticed the company we have we have an outside company do all of our tech stuff, and they'll remote in once in a while. But they can only see what's on your main screen. They can't see your other screens, which is I always thought was kind of odd. I'm sure they'll eventually figure that out. At any rate, don't forget, I will put up the show if we do a New Year's Eve show. I will put it up and let everybody know. I'll let you know in advance by Tuesday. I meant Tuesday's New Year's Eve. I'll let you know tomorrow at some point. Tomorrow, if I'm going to do that or not. Otherwise, if not, I will see you next week, same time, for Hitting It with HardWire. And remember, I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. See you next week.
Hitting it with HardWire, we're burning it bright. Living on the edge, we'll ride through the night. No fear in our hearts, just the roar of the steel. Together we rise, now this life feels real. Yeah, held a new path on that twisted black line. A YouTube dream where his past can't confine. With every rev, he's reclaiming his soul, teaching the world how to ride, how to roll. Rising up high when the shadows surround. HardWire's the name, and he's making it loud.